tell you all of this unusual to me. Swear I came from the bottom, flappers living, walking dead on. Put your favorite rapper's name up on the headstone. Big for the cheese and you're dead wrong. Propaganda set the standards in the tear down.
Throw it back, yeah, I'm born to it's talking, it's hustling me where I'm at. I'm living how I want now. No reason to look out, it's clear to see. All eyes on me for 100 degrees. Who am I? Ruthless, easy, does it. In public, hated or love it. The underdogs with liquor swabs. It was written in my diary, the start of war. I'm feeling infamous, immortal with my technique. A revolutionary shining with diamond teeth. Young Don Cartagena, excuse my demeanor. This the glamour life, you still not a player. You ain't half as nice. I'm born again, life after death. I made the sacrifice and super duper fly. Used to keep them hypnotized. I said my
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Now, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Though certainly not the start they were looking for here. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
On first down, Mahomes throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Mahomes will try again on second down. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. The Broncos say they have it. They do.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. Looking for Hearns, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a game.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A huge play there for Denver. 51 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Sony Michel, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Todd Davis. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a 1st down on the punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking to get it to Allen Hurns that time. And that'll bring up second down.
I know it's hard to see inside the face mask of the defender right now, but I'm willing to guess that there's a nice little grin on his face, because to make that type of a play downfield, you wonder if you're going to be able to make it. You know that if you don't make it, it's a big play that you're giving up. But when you do bat the ball away and you come back and you embrace your teammates, that's a lot of momentum you're bringing back to the huddle. Now you feel like they can't complete anything when they don't hit deep shots.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Watch it now, Barney!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. 64 was Matt Prater's record. This would top that by a yard. And that will wind up just short. He had it online. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is. So awfully close that time, but his kick's going to come up short by about the length of the football.
Yeah, Brandon, he got a little help from the mile-high air, but that one just didn't quite get there.
They go play action here on first down. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This is taken near the 13. And they finally get to him, but not before he's past the 45 to the 46-yard line.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. Gronk's first catch, good for a 1st down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Detroit!
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Letting one go deep here for Gronk. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Hey, 4 down. Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
In his own end zone, it's Mahomes. And he whips that one incomplete there.
He's not exactly had a banner start to this game. We're still in the first quarter. He's already thrown an interception, and that should have been the second one.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Back to throw now in his own end zone. And Robinson with a big catch. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down.
Baby, get him, boy. Get him, boys.
And now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. Fournette, a first down carry. Fournette fighting through. And down he'll go at the 25. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. The Broncos say they have it. They do.
I think they're going to have to make some decisions here. That's his second fumble here in the first quarter. And what I mean by that is, do you have the confidence to stay with him? Or are you going to have to make a change and maybe go to someone else?
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Jackson escaping the pressure right. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And they will run it with Michel. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal.
This drive started with 1st and goal. Now that it's 4th and goal, anything less than a touchdown would feel like a letdown to me.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Bullock will put this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
Coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think Coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over. Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Throwing now is Mahomes, sliding out of the pocket. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's going to look deep down the field. It's caught inside the 25. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 53 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Watch him now, Barney!
Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. The great move couldn't free him. Taken down at the 10. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Jackson. He can run for it, and he will. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken about the 12. And now running right through him. Oh, and now he bowls him over.
Oh!
Still going. And how about that return as he's all the way inside the 20-yard line.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
Hey, you got three. 3 down.
A handoff to Fournette. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs have tied it, and they can take the lead with the extra point. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Butker now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And coming out now, the Broncos. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And give him a gain of 37. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Gun!
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Allen Hurns, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are in for 6. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2.
Gun!
From the gun, Jackson buying time to his left. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken short. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Mahomes going to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Throw left side complete. That's Burgess. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now here's Mahomes, and he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down. Here's a give to Fournette. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Todd Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
And he showcases the spin, a pretty good gain before he's taken down. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. A give. This is Michelle. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Jackson on 1st down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
And you can't say enough about our man making the interception right there, Brandon. It's his 12th year in the league, and you told me before the game that he still got it, and he does. What a play that was to come away with the football.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
4 down.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back to Denver right after this. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for KC. 42 yards.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk.
Green 90.
Now Leonard Fournette, and they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
Bullock good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken near the 13. And some space here. And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line.
Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in a position to score points with that big-time return.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Mahomes to try again after the pick six. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Green 90.
The pitch to Fournette. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. To throw, it's Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Looking deep downfield, and it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. This is taken near the 13. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. 46 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Michelle. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And Bullock will put this one through, and that'll push the lead up to 17. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Okay, can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They begin with a run by Fournette. He finds an opening past the 40. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. Butker on for the PAT. Point after, right down the middle. And that will shave one more off this lead. Butker now to kick this one away. This is taken near the 13. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. They'll try to get this offense going with Michel. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Over the middle, that's taken in by Gronkowski. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
We got 3. 3 down. 3 down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground on first, Michel. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Now let's go.
Play action. Now Jackson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Jackson on 1st down. And an alley to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 15. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Now Fournette. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. On play action, it's Mahomes. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. He got 29 yards. Fournette. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard, they trail as we start quarter number 4. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Oh, no, he lost the football. But it looks like the Chiefs are going to get it back. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
It's caught on the right side by Robinson. Past the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Mahomes now to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Butker now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It give it and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. They'll roll him out right. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the gun, it's Jackson being chased out left. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
Watch it now, Barney!
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
So many play callers in the red zone worry about the negative effects of a play that they're about to call. But this guy, all he's worried about is gaining yardage and putting the ball in the hands of his playmakers.
Now it's Jackson in trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Justin Houston able to drop him for a loss of 4. On third down, Jackson steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Hey, we got 4 down.
Now a pitch out to Michel, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Sony Michel with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken near the 13. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
I got 87. That's speed, boys. Black 58, run.
They'll toss it to Fournette, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
Left.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory, backed up, in good situation. It didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Mahomes now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Blue 45.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. He's going to float this one deep right side. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Duke Dawson picks it, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Michel. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Sutton. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. the toss. Here's Michel. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
4 down, check, 4 down, 4 down. Check.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. Michel, they toss it out right to him. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And now he'll tuck it and run. Oh, no, he lost the football. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for Denver, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, the downward spiral continues as
Yaga jump me slipping. I'm infinitely big through the Genesis. That presidents drop a gem on them. On earth, these the last days. Throw your get money, quiet storm. Have it thoughts for the cream renegade. For the money, only green is the. I'm a player on the late night tips. So these see the prototype. Fingertips, reservoir dog to the skull. Ignorant. Can I live? Still film it. Kiss the death, forever taking that. Three boys in the Cadillac. Grave digger, kiss the death, forever taking that. Shame on the three boys in the Cadillac. Grave digger.
Money over my head stone. Here lies young getting paid, but never take a loss on my head stone. Only take a when I'm dead. I be gang 3 times on my head stone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on a headstone. Too late, he already dead. Right now I'm on the edge, so don't push me. Trouble something 96. You a shook one, Reeves and know the ledge. I'm your. What's that? I smell. Let me count my. I'm 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Run. Hi, my name is Dirk Cobain. Like a. Here I go to the next episode. Ain't no now. This explosive Beast Coast. Yeah. The mother ride or die for my. Strictly for my. Survival of the fittest. That's the sign of the police. I'm indeed cover earth. Skirt. Lean back. Give me one more chance. They say Jesus walks and the devil wear Prada, but I'm so deaf. God can't tell me nothing. Write this on my death certificate. I gave you power. 21 questions like who? The warning. Watch them flashing like paparazzi. 2 words. Get money. Tonight's the night. Guess who's back on my block? Rather unique. Bucktown. This on that quiet storm. T-O-N-Y. Top of New York with a pitchfork.
If the squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Yeah. Hey. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Yeah. Hey. 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 Same squad. Drop top, coupe, Dodge raindrops. Big back plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Same squad. Drop top, coupe, Dodge raindrops. Big back plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Same squad. Cross move quick like AI. Chain shine bright like daytime. Stack big bread like waist high. I don't do lanes. Lil' watch out like 2 chains. I done swerved in a new lane. Bang at the crit, do things. I came up, who I was down with. You change up, stay far from around me. I came up, who I was down with. You change up, stay far from around me. Same squad. Drop top, coupe, Dodge raindrops. Big back plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Same squad. Drop top, coupe, Dodge raindrops. Big back plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Yeah, no it ain't. They ain't talking cash, so I did the race. NASCAR with the pace, Fiji water on the chain. Get no love where I ain't from. When I'm on the beat, I make it thump. I need that bread like every crumb. Came up from nothing, made a sum. I came up, who I was down with. You change up, stay far from around me. I came up, who I was down with. You change up, stay far from around me. Same squad. Drop top, coupe, Dodge raindrops. Big back plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Same squad. Drop top, coupe, Dodge raindrops. Big back plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Ay.
We want back ends. Wipe my sins. They can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again. We wake 'em up. The champs is in. We want back ends. Wipe
sleep. We wake them up, the champs is in. Yeah. Wake up, the cake up, raise up, or make us do something we don't want to. Bite down on you, right now on you. Juke to the left, they dodging it. Can't play the role, you fraudulent. Waiting on the right for the stars in it. 4x4 double parking it. Wanna play like cars in it. Wear the right flag, they forfeiting it. Now I got a ring too gorgeous. Damn, I gotta treat it like forges. It sound like I wanna scratch it. Try to take the ring, I'ma tackle you. I guess I'm a Super Bowl bachelor. Go hard in the gym, no cameras. I think I see blood, no Dracula. I'm an animal, eating up amateurs. Too active, y'all can't handle it. No taxing, we'll dismantle it. Shake up the building and ramble it. Whip it, shut up the critics and analysts. Come through dripping, I'ma set it off. Game after game, you can bet it off. Quarterback got range if you block them all. Quarterback did an option and set it off. Duck goose linebacker coming through. Yeah, hit him with the spin of the Jew. Yeah, we gon' blow your block like a new. Yeah, and I spend a dime every two. We gon' lock down on the offense. Bust down the skeleton fossil. I'm not addressing the problem. Julio on the post, you can't stop him. Pick it up, running back, it's no problem. I'm running behind the block, they gon' block him. Quavo Yoda, I'm offset Chewbacca. Watch the blitz on the left, we gon' block him. We some animal, yeah, we some goblin. Man to man, we gon' cover you properly. Man to man, you can't beat me impossibly. Red zone, this my highlight, my property. Do a quarterback sneakers on 4th and 3. Get the ends on the offensive block for me. I stiff him, I'm down, get off of me. I'm trucking them over, he under me. Back ends, wipe my sins. They can't win, No new friends, Football fans, they sleep again. We wake them up, the champs is in. Champion, we want back ends, wipe my sins. Wipe it, they can't win, No new friends, Football fans, they sleep again. We wake them up, the champs is in. Yeah.
I just hike the ball and I look for the open man. The zone, I'm tryna get in. Open the playbook, the book of the champion. Get flipped if you tryna get in. I got the front defense, they got the end. Going for long, on 1st and the 10. Gotta go hard, we gotta get all. No loss or excuses, cause we gotta win. They say they sleep, must not be a fan. Get at your mans and mess up your plans. Look at your stands and look at your hands. I do what I want and you do what you can. I do it for fans, you do it for fame. EA Sports, we in the game. I am the coach and the player of the game. They gon' remember the name.
We want back ends, wipe my sins. They can't win, No new friends, Football fans, they sleep again. We